Welcome to the LBS Financial Credit Union Pyramid as Long Beach State Women's Volleyball hosts UC Irvine in the Big West Championship quarterfinals. I'm Bruce Kuntz alongside JayDe Beaudry, and you are listening to 22 West Radio. Long Beach State finished the regular season at 14-4 in conference play and 21-8 overall, marking their first 20-win campaign since 2016. Head coach Natalie Regan now leads her squad into the Big West Championships while playing on their home floor. A win tonight would secure a spot in the semifinals on Friday. The Beach faced off with UC Irvine twice in the regular season. Long Beach State won both black and blue rivalry matches in straight sweeps. They'll look for similar success tonight against an Anteater squad that barely snuck into the playoffs, partially due to help from the Beach on the last day of the season. UC Irvine swept Calif to round out their regular season and keep their playoff hopes alive. In order to make it, they needed the Beach to beat Hawaii from the islands later that night. Long Beach's 4-set win eliminated the Fighting Wahine from the playoff picture and secured the 6th seed for Irvine. JayDe, the Big West Awards were released yesterday. The Beach had a few players recognized who will look to extend their impact into the playoffs tonight.
That's right, Bruce. Long Beach State had not one, not two, not three, but 4 award winners recognized by the conference this week. Chief among them, redshirt freshman opposite Logan King, fresh off a record-tying 7th Big West Freshman of the Week award, is by every metric a top 3 attacker in the conference. She led all freshmen in points and kills and grabbed a spot on the first team. While her counterparts on the pins, Elisa Gee and standout sophomore setter Maddie Maxwell, received second-team nods as the engines of this offense. Rounding out the award winners was Sydney Hammerger, whose consistent performances are a big reason in her freshman season why Long Beach State captured the 3 seed. Across the floor, though, Long Beach State have contributors and leaders who have put together incredible performances time after time this season in the Long Beach attack. Yet, on the other side of the net, senior libero Campbell Jensen will have her work cut out for her, having been named to the All-Conference second team for the second consecutive year, the only Anteater to receive Big West recognition this season. As this rivalry atmosphere comes to a boil in the Big West Championships, expect the stars to shine for Natalie Regan's squad and for UC Irvine to step up and attempt to meet the moment.
It's a big tournament for Long Beach State, playing here on their home floor after a hugely successful season. The Beach were picked to finish in 5th place in the preseason coaches poll, wound up tied for 2nd by the end. Tiebreaker scenario sent them down to the 3 seed, which is why they're having to play tonight. They'll need to beat UC Irvine today in order to advance to the semifinals, which, if they can do that, will be playing Cal Poly on Friday.
Yeah, and Long Beach State closed out the season on the islands against Hawaii, knocking Hawaii out of the Big West tournament for the first time in their history. It had been 31 consecutive years for Hawaii making the postseason. They had made the Big West tournament every single year there. Remember, Hawaii now in their final year as a member of the Big West will not be in the postseason. And Long Beach State, with that season-ending win, were able to snatch the 3 seed and carry a lot of momentum into this game.
Take it through the starting lineups. Anna Jelinek and Izzy Mahaffey, the true freshman libero, pairing for Long Beach State. Logan King starts at opposite. Rianne Sheffy in the middle alongside Nico Thomas. Sydney Hammaker starts at outside alongside Elisa Gee, and then Maddie Maxwell is the starting center. For UC Irvine, they've got Nicole Feliciano starting at center. Kendra Duffy, an all Big West honorable mention, at outside. Campbell Jensen starts as the libero. Madison Triplett at outside. Elizabeth Miller starts in the middle, and then Allie Bolden is the other middle blocker. Ava Gernmeyer rounds out the starting lineup at outside hitter.
Talk about momentum on those final days of the season. UC Irvine is only in this position as the 6th seed thanks to their sweep over Cal Poly, who are in this tournament already in the semifinals as the 2 seed. On that night, it was UC Irvine who dominated from start to finish. Kendra Duffy, a big part of that performance. 8 kills, 10 digs, and 3 aces for her on that night.
Long Beach State here on their home floor as they're ready to get the quarterfinal matchup underway. Long Beach State and UC Irvine here in the first round of the Women's Volleyball Big West Championships. Long Beach State in their home white jerseys, black bottoms, and liberos. Izzy Mahaffey and Anna Jelinek in all black. For UC Irvine, they're in all navy with gold numbering and a gold UC Irvine logo on the chest. Their libero, Campbell Jensen, in a white jersey to go with the navy bottoms.
Classic matchup, a classic rivalry. It really doesn't get any bigger than this. It's going to be such a fun night here in the Pyramid, and Long Beach State will look to make it 3 straight wins over UC Irvine this season. As we know in volleyball, anything is possible. It all starts with the first serve.
The Beach have won 4 in a row overall to close out the regular season, beat UC Riverside, UC Davis, UC San Diego, and Hawaii in 4 straight matches to end regulation. UC Irvine will get the first serve here to get the match underway. Nicole Feliciano, the redshirt senior, heading behind the line, ready to take it. Feliciano holds the ball out in front of her, and we are off. Float serve down to the ground. Jelinek gets down there to get it. Hammaker swinging. She's got the kill. The Beach go to the left pin on the first point, and Sydney Hammaker delivers.
And it's the 2 award winners combining. Maddie Maxwell has to go all the way down to her knees to get that set up to Sydney Hammaker, who elevates above the net and lays it down through the double block. Irvine, one of the best blocking teams in the conference, but Sydney Hammaker finds a way through.
The Beach win the first point. Now Anna Jelinek to serve. 1-0 Long Beach State. Campbell Jensen controls it underneath Feliciano. Backs it, goes over to Duffy on the right side. Tip from Sheffy at the net, up in the air. Agee sends it up towards Maxwell. She sets up Sheffy. One-arm dig from Feliciano, but it's on the outside of the antenna. And Long Beach State has won back-to-back points, this time on a kill from Marianne Sheffy.
Marianne Sheffy has ended the season on a heater, set a new career high in kills in that game against Hawaii. A big reason why Long Beach State was able to take down number 1 UC Davis. Look for her to get active early and often at the net tonight.
And Jelinek to serve again. 2-0 Long Beach State to open set 1. Controlled by Duffy. Feliciano right at the net. Goes quick to the middle for Miller, but Maxwell digs it out. Bump set. Go to the back row for Agee, who collides with Jelinek, but gets it across. Jensen now sets up Duffy. Right pin. She hits it over, but Maxwell digs it out. Jelinek takes the second touch. Bump set to the right pin for Logan King. She brings it down, but it's dug out back row by Irvine. Left side, here's Gronemeyer off the blockers. Sheffy keeps it up in the air. Agee sends it over to Hammaker. She swings, but hits it out of bounds. Tried to go high for the tip, but doesn't get it. Goes out. It's an attacking error for the Beach. 2-1. Long Beach State still ahead.
Incredible defensively for Long Beach State to just keep that ball alive, and Sydney Hammaker was aiming to go OTT or off high hands. Instead, sends it back to the sandpit, and UC Irvine are on the board.
Kendra Duffy to serve now. The senior outside hitter lets it fly. Hammaker low pass up to Maxwell right above the net. Somebody caught a piece of it. It's Irvine, who as they were elevating, thinking that Maxwell was not going to be able to keep it on the Beach side, they caught a piece of the tape. So it's a violation against Irvine. 3-1 Beach.
Yeah, they're going to call Elizabeth Miller for that infraction. Maddie Maxwell went up for a one-arm set, but in the end it wasn't necessary. Long Beach up 3-1.
Logan King serving. Back row, it's pushed up in the air by Triplett. Bump set, moving to the back row. Goes to Duffy. It's in bounds. Duffy paints the back line. Natalie Regan looking towards her players and nobody arguing emphatically, so the point will stand. No challenge from Long Beach State. It's 3-2.
Close call along the back line. Now the 306th kill of the season for Kendra Duffy. Best for 11th in the Big West.
Campbell Jensen serves. Hammaker controls. Maxwell underneath. Goes right back to Hammaker. Goes off the block right into Hammaker before it goes out of bounds. It's a roof for UC Irvine. Bolden and Gronemeyer side to side right at the net, and we're tied at 3.
We mentioned just how good UC Irvine are at the net. They're going to get hands up all night long. Great elevation that time from Gronemeyer to put it straight down.
Jensen serves again. This time it's into the net. So it's the first service error of the night for UC Irvine. Beach ahead 4-3.
In the first matchup between these two teams this season, Long Beach State put 12 aces past UC Irvine. Still their best mark of the season.
Sydney Hammaker to serve now. Fresh off a Big West all-freshman team selection. Hammaker gives a toss up in the air, hits it over, but it's controlled by Triplett. Feliciano right at the 10-foot line. Back set to Gronemeyer. Off of Sheffy and out of bounds. It's a kill for Ava Gronemeyer. She's worked her way more and more into the Irvine rotation as the season has gone on. We're all tied at 4 in set 1.
Yeah, Ava Gronemeyer, the sophomore opposite stand, 6'2", native of Malibu, California. She's certainly involved here early. Already a block and a kill on her line.
All tied at 4 apiece to begin this first set. Serving is Izzy Romero. The freshman comes off the bench for Irvine. Romero hits it across. Agee with a pass right at the net. Maxwell back set goes to Sheffy. Slide play. It's in bounds. Sheffy moving left to right across the net. Finds the back right corner. She's got her second kill early, coming off a career match against Hawaii.
Rianne Sheffy comes off to the bench with a little bit of fire in her belly. She's 2 for 2 on her swings early on in set 1, and she makes way for her fellow senior Tatum Hoff to take up service responsibilities.
4 seniors on this Long Beach State squad. Hoff, one of them. She serves this one across. Pass from Triplett. Feliciano sets it up from the back row for Duffy. It's out of bounds. What a read by Barsocchini in the back row for Long Beach State as she got her arms out of the way at the last minute.
That's Laurel Barsocchini and Logan King in the back row. Great communication between the two of them. You see a high five now exchanged as the back row has eagle eyes and has Long Beach State up 6-4.
Hoff serves again for the Beach. Triplett, another high pass. Feliciano ranges underneath. Sets up the slide play for Bolden. And he blocks it, but it gets through. Now she goes over to Maxwell, who tips it across. Irvine on the attack. Roll shot from the right side. And it's going to go for a kill from Madison Triplett. She was a little late to get up to the set, but just pushed it across off the Beach blockers and into the floor.
Yeah, it was Nico Thomas who leads the Big West in total blocks, who got fingertips to it. Pushed it just out of the reach, though, of Maddie Maxwell. Beach couldn't keep that ball off the floor, and Irvine close and competitive here, only down by 1, 6-5.
Madison Triplett serving for UC Irvine. She puts this one across. Jelinek passes to Maxwell, low to the ground. Maxwell sets up Agee, puts it off the blockers, but Duffy keeps it up. Now Feliciano swings and hits it way out of bounds. She squared up her hips to go full-blown on the attack, but misses the left side line by quite a bit. Easy read for Long Beach State, and they're up 7-5.
Yeah, Nicole Feliciano, the junior, wanted to go over on 2. Thought she could catch Long Beach State sleeping. Instead, sends it into the first row with the VIP seats.
Maddie Maxwell serving now for Long Beach State. Big West second team selection in her first year as a setter. Triplet controls the serve. Feliciano sets up the slide play for Bolden. Off of Agee, low to the ground. King keeps it up. Agee in a joust gets it over onto the Irvine side, but they keep it up. Duffy attacks from the left side. Dug out by Agee off a block at the net. King swinging. Dug out by Triplet as she's moving backwards, way beyond the back line. Triplet keeps it up in the air. Now Barsocchini digs out the Irvine attack. Thomas in the middle. Dug out right in the middle. Now second touch, it goes across. Maxwell backs that, goes to King again. Off a tip. Logan King has the kill. The Beach persevere. A crazy rally that time. And Long Beach State comes away with the point. They're ahead 8-5.
Logan King picks up her first kill. She leads this team and all freshmen in points and kills this season. One of the best attackers in the conference. Any way you look at it, able to keep the long rally going and then apply the finishing touches.
Maxwell from right in front of the Beach bench goes to serve again. 8-5 Long Beach State. Triplet high pass. Feliciano sells over to the left pin. It's blocked, but kept up in the air by Feliciano. Free ball from Irvine. Can't get across. Moving backwards, backpedaling. It was Triplet way beyond the back row that tried to get it over. Instead of going for a regular free ball, she tried to hit it across and hits it into the net.
Triplet coming off her second double-double of the season against Cal Poly. 12 kills, 11 digs. Just tried to do too much when it could have been a free ball and to extend the rally.
9 serving 5 in set 1. Maddie Maxwell gets this one right across the tape, but Triplet to the ground keeps it up. It turns into a joust at the net. They run the slide play anyway. Bolden has it go across off the block, and Long Beach State wins the point. After Agee went up early thinking they were going to go over on 2, Thomas able to cover right at the pin, blocks it down. Irvine, as they scramble, hit it out of bounds. It's 10-5 Long Beach State, and the Anteaters call timeout.
And great vision and communication once again from Logan King and Maddie Maxwell. That ball was careening out of bounds, and Logan King smart enough to let it go. She easily could have bumped it up and tried to get another kill. Instead, it's a smart play from the freshman. Long Beach on a 4-0 run now, up by 5.
10-5 Long Beach State here to open set 1. We'll take a quick break here on 22 West Radio. Long Beach with a good start to set 1 here in the Big West Championship quarterfinals. It's 10-5 Long Beach State to open set 1.
Yeah, Long Beach State just getting their offense in rhythm early. It all works through Maddie Maxwell. She's already got 4 assists on these first 10 points. Long Beach just doing all the little things right now, and it's UC Irvine struggling to find their form, hitting -111 for the opening stages of set 1.
Maddie Maxwell serving on a 4-0 scoring run. Maxwell finished 3rd in the Big West with 995 assists in the regular season. Maxwell now serving on this run. She's got 4 assists tonight, so her next one will bring her across 1,000 assists on the year. 10-5 Long Beach State in set 1. Maxwell serving again here. She puts it across, pass from Triplet, another high one up in the air. Feliciano back set to Bolden on the slide play. Barsocchini digs it out right above the net. First touch swing from Hansen. It's going to be a kill. Actually, Duffy it was swinging for UC Irvine. The whistle blew as Barsocchini dug it out again. You see what the call was there, JD?
They're not going to call Maddie Maxwell, I believe, for an overreach. Tried to do too much on that initial overpass and just broke the plane by a fingertip or 2.
10-6, Long Beach State ahead. UC Irvine able to break the scoring run. Serve here, dug out by Barsocchini. Maxwell dunks across, and it's down. Maddie Maxwell has her first kill of the evening. Last time these two teams played here at the Pyramid, Maxwell had a triple-double in just 3 sets. Now she's on the board with her first kill.
That's so good for Maddie Maxwell. The design play on that serve receive was for Logan King to run around the back line and get the initial set. Irvine has done their homework. They were ready to block King, so Maxwell sees hand down, a man down, goes over on 2 to pick up her first kill. A savvy move from the setter. That's the evolution of this Long Beach State offense.
And Lisa Gee to serve now, the senior, fresh off her second career All-Big West second-team selection. Back row low pass this time. Goes over to Duffy, tip at the net, but Maxwell keeps it up. Mahaffey bumps that to Hammaker on the left side from the 10-foot line. She swings, but hits it out of bounds. Nice read from the back row of Irvine to get out of the way. Hammaker with her second attacking error.
Sydney Hammaker just 1 kill so far, but she's been set often. Maddie Maxwell's going to keep trusting the freshman, and you see around the floor high fives for Sydney Hammaker after she missed that last shot. Anna Jelinek, Elisa Gee, both laying down some high fives.
11-7, Beach ahead of UCI here in set 1. Irvine serves this time, a float serve from Feliciano. Hammaker keeps it up. Maxwell sets up Thomas in the middle, and Thomas punches it right into the floor. Nico Thomas has the kill. Beach ahead 12-7.
Nico Thomas, we mentioned that she leads the Big West in total blocks. She's also hitting .253 on this season. She's able to just punch that one into the sweet spot, and now she takes up a seat on the bench. More changes for Natalie Regan's team.
Anna Jelinek to serve as the Beach have completed a full rotation beyond the service line. Irvine making some subs as well. So it'll be Jelinek serving, 12 serving 7 here in set 1. The true freshman Jelinek bounces it a couple times, now gets it across. Pass from Duffy, set goes over to the left side now, and able to wipe off the block successfully is Ava Gronemeyer. Nice job there from Gronemeyer. She's got her second kill. It's 12-8 Beach.
Savvy move from Gronemeyer, sees 2 double blockers and then decides to wipe it off, going sideways on her swing. Long Beach up 12-8.
Kendra Duffy serving for the Anteaters. Agee low pass up to Maxwell. Quick to the middle for Sheffy. And Rianne Sheffy comes through again. Sheffy gets set. She's got her third kill on 3 swings. It's 13-8 Beach.
And nearly on an identical sequence from what we just saw Maddie Maxwell run with Nico Thomas. 2 very capable middles on this Long Beach State team.
Beach feeling good going to their middles here. Logan King low serve. Feliciano sets it up to the left side. Triplet attacks. She hits it out of bounds without a touch at the net. Tried to go line there, but was a little bit too far left. It's 14-8 Beach in set 1.
And that's just the presence of Sydney Hammaker up there at the net. She patrols the pins so well. Sorry, it's Maddie Maxwell instead who cut off every angle.
Logan King serves again. Errant pass from Jensen. That's an ace for Logan King. Just named to the All Big West first team for Long Beach State. The first freshman to make All Big West first team since Haley Hampton in 2010. What a season it's been for Logan King. She has her first ace here. 15 serving 8. King puts it across again. Overpass. Hammaker swings and puts it right down. Sydney Hammaker, the first touch kill, makes it 16-8 Beach.
And 2 back-to-back big plays by the freshman. First, it's Logan King with the ace, and then Sydney Hammaker capitalizes on the overpass. Just needs to put it in play. And now Long Beach State has forced UC Irvine into a timeout, up to their largest lead of this first set, off of a 4-0 scoring run. How about this for an opening for Long Beach State?
The second 4-point scoring run of this first set causes UC Irvine to call their second timeout. It's 16-8 Beach ahead here in set 1 on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State out ahead 16-8 here in set 1 in the midst of another 4-0 scoring run. Long Beach doing well on the attack to begin this one.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to Maddie Maxwell distributing the ball equally, now up to 1,001 assists on the season. Brianne Sheffy, Sydney Hammaker, Logan King all getting involved, and UC Irvine just has not been able to figure it out in this first set. They have not had solid back-to-back points where their offense is in rhythm, a big reason why they're still hitting in the negatives.
Sydney Rowe is coming off the bench for the Anteaters. She finished 5th in the Big West in hitting percentage this season, so she'll look to shore things up. Logan King serves again, triplet with an overhead pass. Feliciano underneath, sets over to Gronemeyer on the right side, tip of the net, but Maxwell keeps it up. King bumps that Hammaker through a double block, dug out back row by Duffy. Feliciano underneath, goes across from Rowe, free ball up into a joust at the net. Sheffy tips it over, they're scrambling and they're able to get it back across. One arm free ball, Maxwell backs that, Sheffy dunks it down. The Beach able to persevere and find another point. Irvine had to scramble to even keep it alive, but Sheffy on the second try has the kill. It's 17-8.
Brianne Sheffy goes off the left hand of Madison Triplet as well. So good from the middle blocker.
Jensen controls this serve. Feliciano sets up Gronemeyer at the right pin. It just got through the beach blockers and lands at their feet. Hammaker and Sheffy unable to seal the net just by a hair. Irvine able to break the 5-0 scoring run. It's now 17-9.
Yeah, with the serve back in the hands of Irvine, the name of the game now for Long Beach State is just to close out this first set. Keep Irvine at arm's length with such a large lead.
9 serving 17 in set 1. Jensen puts it over. Jelinek pass to Maxwell right at the 10-foot line. Sets up Hammaker. Tip off the blockers. Jensen flying in there. Has a dig. And then the attack goes off the antenna and stays on the Irvine side. This is the second time here in this first set that Irvine could have opted for a traditional free ball. Instead, moving backwards, tried to hit it over, and they go for an attacking error.
And for the second time, it's Madison Triplett who makes that mistake. Irvine just trying to put Long Beach under so much pressure and not wanting to give up any free balls on those long rallies.
18-9, Hammaker serves here. Duffy, low pass. Second touch goes to Gronemeyer. Triplett attacking from the left side, dug out by Hammaker. Joust at the net. Maxwell puts it over. Irvine scrambling, are able to get it back across. Hammaker digs out. Slide play. Here's Sheffy tipping it. It's blocked, and it goes off of Sheffy and out of bounds. Good work there at the net from Allie Bolden to pick up the roof. It's 18-10.
Yeah, really, Allie Bolden's second contribution of the night. She's already got 1 block assist. Make it 2 now. Puts the block off of Rianne Sheffy, who tried to shoulder it back into play. Could not keep the ball up. Back and forth we go. Both teams trading points with Long Beach still up by 8.
Izzy Romero subs in again to serve. True freshman outside hitter for Irvine, ready to go. She hits it over with the right hand. Pass from Barsocchini. Maxwell sets up Agee, but it goes right over. A miscommunication there from the beach. Agee stepped over from the left pin along the net, more towards the middle spot, but Maxwell set it up right towards the pin, so it flies over her head and out of bounds.
Yeah, once again, Long Beach just needs to stay consistent to close out set 1. No unforced errors like that with Maddie Maxwell and Lisa simply not on the same page.
18-11. Irvine serves again. Overpass this time turns into a joust at the net. Maxwell puts it over, but now Irvine able to get it back across. King digs. Set. Slide play. Sheffy again. Rianne Sheffy has the hot hand in set 1 for the Beach. She's got 5 kills on 7 swings. It's 19-11 Long Beach State.
And that's a play that's gotten better and better and better as the season has worn on. It's Rianne Sheffy moving from left to right. Meets the set from Maddie Maxwell right at the pin and powers it down. Just gets around the block every single time and unleashes so much power.
Sheffy had 15 kills on a 480 hitting at Hawaii. Another good match here for her. Feliciano sets up Duffy from the back row. Barsocchini dug out. Maxwell underneath. Sets up Logan King from the back row. She paints the back line. Logan King moves over from her regular spot on the right pin. Attacks from the middle in the back row. And she's got another kill. King up to 3, and it's 20-11 Beach.
Now Logan King starting to have fun with the middles producing. She is freed up offensively.
Tatum Hoff serves again here for the Beach. High pass from Triplett back beyond the back line. Romero sets it up. Triplett attacking out of bounds. Irvine out of system off the Logan King serve, and now it's 21-11, Beach ahead by 10.
8th attacking error of this first set for UC Irvine. They simply have not been able to find the floor, and Tatum Hoff, a very dangerous server back behind the line. You know, she practices each and every serve at least 100 times in practice every single day.
21-11, Triplett, a high pass here to Feliciano up above the net. Agee winning the joust. That's still up in the air for Irvine, though. Triplett tips it across. Nice dig from the Beach. Agee now attacking, tries to go power angle, but just missed the line. Looked like she wasn't exactly sure where she was, had moved up a little bit further along the net and tried to find the right side line on a cross-court power angle attack, but missed it. Now Natalie Regan having a discussion with the official, asking for a double touch from Irvine during that last rally.
Yeah, and that swing Elisa Gee just missed. We saw her hit it a few times in warm-ups, a very tight angle, just not able to find space inside the far side line. Natalie Regan walks away, content not to challenge. Long Beach has played this first set at a blistering pace, something that certainly benefits them and their offense.
Madison Triplett serving here, UCI behind by 9. 12 serving 21 here in the first set. Triplett hits it over. Pass from Barsocchini is a low one. Maxwell has to bump set towards the left pin. Agee tries to push it over, but gets blocked. Jelinek keeps it up. Agee, second chance. This time goes power angle, and she finds the line. Agee, that's the shot she was looking for. She puts it down on the floor. It's 22-12 Beach.
That's like what we saw in warm-ups, Bruce. Elisa Gee, the exact same shot, and Maddie Maxwell, a shake of the shoulders, goes right back to Elisa Gee, who did an excellent job to keep that rally alive off the recycle. And now Long Beach 4 points away from a set 1 victory.
Maxwell to serve here. Went on a run earlier. This time it tips the tape, and Feliciano keeps it up. Almost an ace there for Maxwell. Duffy attacks from the left side. Maxwell digs it out. Mahaffey bumps it towards King on the right side. Double block there. It goes off the blockers, but Jensen digs it out. Feliciano backs that slide play for Bolden. She missed the back line. It's an attacking error for Irvine, and the Beach move ahead by 11.
And Allie Bolden, even when Irvine are able to confuse the Long Beach block, it was only Elisa Gee, and she was late up at the net. It's Allie Bolden who puts too much mustard on the swing, sends it beyond the back line. Long Beach up 23-12 now.
2 points away from a set 1 victory. Maxwell serves again, but puts this one out of bounds towards the Irvine bench. Long Beach stayed ahead 23-13. They won all 6 sets that they played against Irvine across 2 matches in the regular season. Now the Beach trying to make it 7 sets in a row, won against Irvine here this year.
And Emma Napoleon subs back into serve for Irvine.
Napoleon puts this one over. The service specialist dug out by Jelinek. Set goes across to Agee on the left side, off of Rowe, high in the air. Feliciano keeps it up. Now Napoleon bumps that towards Duffy on the left side. King block, but Rowe keeps it up. Now another joust up at the antenna, but Irvine can't get it across. The pass, as they scrambled, went to the outside of that left pin, and it's an attacking error for Irvine, which makes it set point 24-13. The Pyramid faithful get up on their feet. And Lisa Gee behind the service line as the Beach look to close out a dominant set 1 here over Irvine. Agee goes to serve. She hits this one over and out of bounds. Too strong there. Back-to-back service errors for the Beach keep UCI alive.
Yeah, Lisa Gee, a wry smile as she walks back to her position in the back row. Long Beach will have to wait at least 1 more point to close out this first set as Irvine still down by 10. Will need a heck of a run from Nicole Feliciano behind the line.
The setter Feliciano ready to serve. It's set point in set 1 for the Beach. 14 serving 24. Irvine puts it across on a float. Hammaker pass up to Maxwell. Maxwell goes to Thomas in the middle. It's tipped, but dug out by Triplet. Feliciano bumps that towards Gronemeyer on the right side. She has to free ball it. King first touch. Thomas there. Maxwell sets over towards Hammaker. She goes power angle, but just missed the line.
Oof.
Sydney Hammaker looks over towards her bench in confusion. She wants a tip. She can't believe it. Long Beach not going to use one of their challenges here, though. It's 24-15, still set point.
And it's Campbell Jensen straight out of the matrix having to dodge that swing from Sydney Hammaker. Don't think she got a touch, and Long Beach now needs to mentally reset for set point.
Set point again. Feliciano float serve low. Hammaker to the ground. Gets it to Maxwell, but now the Beach have to free ball. Triplet. Feliciano there. Sets up Rowe in the middle, and she slams it down. Sydney Rowe with the kill. Now Natalie Regan will call the Beach's first timeout of this first set. Irvine's won 3 straight points with their backs against the wall.
Yeah, UC Irvine, this is a timeout for Natalie Regan to make sure they don't stack any kind of momentum heading into set 2. Long Beach, a few calls that just don't go their way. Sydney Hammaker on that swing misses the line. Elisa Gee, a service error just like that. It's 3 straight points for UC Irvine. Still set point, still 24-16. But as well as Long Beach State has started this game, it's just as important to close out sets and slam the door on the Anteaters while they have the chance.
24-16. It'll still be set point coming out of this timeout for Long Beach State. Brianne Sheffy with 5 kills early on in this first set, only 7 swings for her. Sheffy hitting .571, and that was after she came off a career match out at Hawaii to close out the regular season. In that one, Sheffy had a career-high 15 kills, hit .480, and added 6 blocks to her line as well.
Yeah, incredible performance from Brianne Sheffy, and really it's her evolution as a middle blocker and as a leader on this team that's been so incredible this season. Started the season well, had a rough slump there towards the end. We kept wondering game after game if this was the game she finally was going to be able to bounce back, and really it was on her senior night, Bruce, after she had talked so much about what it means to be a senior finally on this team after being an underclassman for so many years and being able to be the leader she wished she had on this team, that after that emotional night in the gold mine, it's been the Brianne Sheffy show for Long Beach State. Great performance after great performance, and she's probably coming in with the hottest hand after that game against Hawaii. She's certainly shown it off here in set 1.
She's been set 7 times by Maddie Maxwell. Maxwell's got 10 assists and 5 digs already here in the first set. 1 kill for Maxwell. She had a triple-double last time out against Irvine here at the Pyramid. Still set point for Long Beach State, 24-16 as the timeout breaks. Irvine going to serve. Nicole Feliciano trying to extend this 3-0 scoring run and keep the Eaters alive in set 1. It's set point for Long Beach State. Feliciano ready to go. She serves it over. Beach trying to close it out. Hammaker pass up to Maxwell. Maxwell quick to the middle for Nico Thomas, but her attack goes out of bounds. Tried to go for the right sideline. Irvine's won 4 straight points.
Yeah, and that's now back-to-back plays for Long Beach State where they just missed the line. It's attacking errors that are keeping UC Irvine in this first set, allowing them to get some momentum on their side. Now a 4-0 run for the Eaters.
The Pyramid faithful a bit restless here. They've been on their feet for 5 points. They want an end to it. 24-17, set point. Hammaker pass into it. Joust at the net, and Irvine wins it Gronemeyer going up there with Maxwell, puts it down on the beach side. It's 24-18.
And Sydney Hammaker's been targeted by teams all season long in serve receive. So to alleviate another serve heading her way, on comes Annabelle Kotzikov as Sydney Hammaker heads to the bench.
Kotzikov, the service specialist for Long Beach State, in the back row now. 24-18. Still set point for Long Beach State. Feliciano to serve. She puts it across. Kotzikov passes up to Maxwell right at the net. She keeps it on the beach side, and Nico Thomas slams it down. The Beach able to break the Irvine run and close out set one. 25-18, the final in the first set. The Beach move ahead 1-0.
As Rianne Sheffy heads to the other side of the floor, she clutches her chest and says, "Oh my heart." It is Long Beach State who could have put that first set to bed a whole lot earlier. Now in this second set, it's UC Irvine who can finally feel like they have a breath of fresh air and half a chance, as Long Beach State dominated that first set, and yet with those late attacking errors, finished just hitting 162. Irvine hitting the negatives, negative 0-5-1 in that first set. It's all Long Beach State, but as we mentioned, it's so important to start well. It's even more important to finish.
The Beach have Rianne Sheffy with 5 kills, a .571 hitting percentage through the first set, leading the way. We're going to set 2. The Beach ahead 1-0 over Irvine in the Big West Championship quarterfinals here on 22 West Radio. Set 2 about to get underway here in the Pyramid. Long Beach State takes set 1, 25-18, and they were really dominant all the way through. UC Irvine went on a quick run at the end to make it look closer than it was.
Yeah, and what really contributed to Long Beach State's success is the production from their middles. Rianne Sheffy, as you mentioned, heading into the break, 5 kills on 7 swings, but also Nico Thomas, 2 kills on 5 swings. It was Nico Thomas in the first matchup between these two teams this year that had really, to date, still one of her best performances of the season, tallying 7 kills. Long Beach will still look to feed their middles and get Logan King more involved, as well as their outsides in Elisa Gee. Logan King just 2 kills in that first set. She's certainly capable of a whole lot more.
And Thomas, as you said, had 10 kills and 5 blocks the last time these two teams played back on November 1st. So these two teams switch sides now. Irvine looking to win this second set, not fall down 2-0. Long Beach and Irvine have played 3 different times this year so far through 7 sets. Long Beach has won all 7 of them. So Irvine looking to turn things around here. It'll be the Beach with the opening serve to get set 2 underway.
Yeah, and back behind the service line is Elisa Gee, fresh off that All Big West second team nomination. She's been huge for the offense all year long. So consistent, veteran leadership. Every time she's on the floor, she does all the intangibles, Bruce, all the little things that don't show up on the score sheet.
Elisa Gee to serve. She powers it over and out of bounds. Too strong there for Gee. The service error makes it 1-0 UCI to open set 2.
Yeah, service error is certainly something Long Beach would love to cut out of their game right now. That's back-to-back service errors on back-to-back trips behind the line for Elisa Gee.
Gee had 2 aces last time out against Hawaii, so we'll look to find her rhythm again next time. Kendra Duffy to serve for UC Irvine. Agee passes to Maxwell right at the net. She goes quick to the middle for Thomas, but a nice dig from Jensen. Rowe puts it over on 2. Beach dig. Maxwell goes to Thomas again, and Nico Thomas hits the flex. She's got the kill. Her third of the night makes it 1-1.
Yeah, Nico Thomas all about her business as Maddie Maxwell, the first setting opportunity of this second set. She goes right to her middles. It's Hammaker and King on the pins, and she still loves to feed the hot hand.
Anna Jelinek will serve now for Long Beach State. 1-1 to open this second set. The Big West Championship quarterfinals here. Jensen passes up to Feliciano. Now to Sydney Rowe. Maxwell can't quite dig it up high enough for her teammates to get there. Goes off of Maxwell and then out of bounds beyond the back line. It's a kill for Sydney Rowe before she heads to the bench. 2-1 Irvine.
Yeah, Sydney Rowe had a double-digit kill performance last time she was here in the pyramid. Now she heads to the bench.
Campbell Jensen serves. DeGee pass to Maxwell right at the 10-foot line. She goes to Logan King. Cross-court attack dug out by Duffy high in the air. Feliciano bumps that. Goes back to Duffy, who just barely does get it across. Maxwell sets up King, attacking line, but it's dug out by Jensen. Right side. Now Grunmeyer attacking. She gets roofed. The Beach with a big block right into the ground. Brianne Sheffy alongside Sydney Hammaker right in front of the pin. It's 2-2 in set 2.
I think they're both going to get credit for that block, Bruce. It rolls off all 4 hands at the net. Brianne Sheffy, Sydney Hammaker both involved, and Irvine cannot keep it up inside the 10-foot line.
Logan King to serve now. 2-2 in the second set, and King puts it into the net. Second service error already in set 2 for the Beach. Makes it 3-2 Eaters.
Yeah, and Long Beach State, they are really in control of this match, but UC Irvine have now taken the lead here in set 2. Thanks to these unforced errors, the service errors, the attacking errors. Long Beach looking to keep their foot on the pedal and strike the first punch once again. Down 3-2.
The Beach have become a very strong team from behind the service line in terms of not committing service errors. Serve across here from Irvine. Maxwell back set slide play to Sheffy. It's tipped and then down. Brianne Sheffy has her 6th kill. Then to continue the conversation about serving, these two teams bottom 2 in the Big West in service aces per set as their own players behind the service line. But Long Beach, even though that would suggest they're not a strong serving team, they still do a really good job getting other teams out of system. Hammaker has an ace here. UC Irvine was looking at each other in the back row. They let it land right in the breadbasket. Sydney Hammaker has an ace, the second one of the night for Long Beach State.
I think she heard you, Bruce. Speak of aces, and Sydney Hammaker is going to deliver.
Hammaker has that jump serve that has become one of the stronger serve on Long Beach State. This one hits the tape and just rolls across. Irvine keeps it up. Left side attack from Triplet, dug out. Maxwell goes across to the left pin for Agee. Off a block and out of bounds. And Lisa Agee tools it. The Beach are ahead 5-3 as they've won 3 straight points.
Great cross-court push from Maddie Maxwell. She's on the right side of the floor, looks all the way to the left pin for Elisa Agee over the head of her middle, Brianne Sheffy. Excellent work in system, in rhythm for the Beach.
Back-to-back really good serves from Hammaker. This time she hits another one over Jensen to Feliciano. Back set slide play for Bolden. She tips it over on the outside of the antenna. Irvine still out of system there. It's 6-3 Beach.
Yeah, Allie Bolden has really struggled to find her rhythm here. Still no kills and 6 swings, 3 attacking errors on those 6 swings. It's Long Beach on a 4-0 run, up 6-3.
Hammaker to serve again, tosses it up with the right hand, then hits it over with that same one and just missed the back line. Hammaker a little too strong, so it's a service error, but did not miss another ace by much. It's 6-4 Beach.
That ball bounces just beyond the back line, right into the hands of UC Davis head coach Dan Connors, who's sitting right behind the Irvine side of the floor. He's still laughing about it. Could not get his hands up in time.
Madison Triplet to serve now for UC Irvine. 4 serving 6 in set 2. Triplet puts it over. Barsukini to the ground on a pass. Maxwell sets up Logan King from the back row. It tips the tape and Jensen digs it out. Feliciano backs at Bolden. Slide play, and there's her first kill. The slide play works for Bolden after all. Irvine's back within 1.
And that time was the Long Beach block. A fracture between Brianne Sheffy and Elisa Agee. Just too much space between them, and Allie Bolden finally was able to find the floor.
Madison Triplet to serve again. The sophomore for Irvine puts it across. Pass from the back row. Maxwell sets over to Agee on the left pin. It's blocked high in the air onto the Beach side. King keeps it up. Maxwell to Agee again. This time, it's dug out again by Jensen. Roll shot goes over from Duffy. Jelinek dig. Maxwell goes back to Agee, who just tips it across this time. Pancake isn't there. Elisa Agee has the kill for Long Beach State. That makes it 7-5 here in set 2.
Elisa Agee will not be denied, and she simply does not look phased. She has been up and down so much in this second set. Trying to apply the pancake was Izzy Romero, just a second too late, and now it's Tatum Hoff's turn to serve.
Hoff behind the service line has operated as a service ace throughout her senior season. Puts this one over towards Triplet. She digs it out. Feliciano sets over to Duffy on the left side. Dug out by King right above the net. Thomas puts it over on 2. Irvine back on the attack. Feliciano dunk. That's going to go for a kill. She disguised that one well. Feliciano with the dunk shot makes it a 7-6 lead for the Beach.
Nicole Feliciano rises above the tape with both hands outstretched and then drops one and goes for the swing. Laurel Barsocchini had it read, just could not get to the spot in between the front and back lines in time.
Irvine still hitting in the negatives. They're only trailing by 1, though, in set 2. 6 serving 7. Napoleon puts it over. Pass from Barsocchini. Maxwell sets up Thomas on the slide play, and Nico Thomas delivers again. She's got 4 kills on 9 swings, and it's back to a 2-point lead for the Beach.
It's the middles leading the way so far, Bruce. Rian Sheffy, Nico Thomas so far combining for 10 kills. That last one from Thomas off the hands of Sydney Rowe. Just has not been able to figure out the middles tonight.
Maddie Maxwell to serve now for the Beach. Maxwell with 15 assists so far tonight alongside 5 digs. She powers this one over. Triplet pass. Feliciano sets up Sydney Rowe, who slams it down. Sydney Rowe with a powerful swing there. The graduate middle blocker gets it back to a 1-point lead. These two teams trading points midway through this second set.
Sydney Rowe may only stand 5'10", but the UC Riverside transfer can put some serious velocity behind the ball.
Serving now is the setter, Nicole Feliciano. She puts it over, but a whistle blows. It's a rotational error against Long Beach State. So they give up a point for free there, and we're all tied at 8.
Yeah, Long Beach State looking to figure this one out. Anna Jelinek just comes into the wrong spot on the back row. Difficult off the substitutions, and another unforced error has Irvine tied up now, 8-8 in set 2.
Feliciano finished 5th in the Big West in assists. Float serve here. Agee controls. Maxwell dunks across, but Rowe tips it to keep it up. Triplet sliding on a dig. They have to free ball it over. Maxwell sets up Thomas again, and Nico Thomas slams it right down. The game plan has been evident. The Beach are going to their middle blockers, and it's working well. Nico Thomas with 5 kills on 400 hitting. Rian Sheffy with 6 kills on 625 hitting.
Long Beach State certainly holds the height advantage. The tallest woman on the floor for UC Irvine right now is Allie Bolden, standing just 6'1".
Agee serves this time. It's inbounds. Triplet pass up to Feliciano. Goes to Sydney Rowe, but it's dug out back row by the Beach. Maxwell underneath. Sets up Hammaker at the left pin. Tip from the blockers. Irvine scrambling. They're able to keep it up. Gronemeyer roll shot from the left side. Tip. Mahaffey puts it up to a joust at the net. Rowe puts it over, but King digs it out. Agee takes the second touch. Goes back to King. Cross-court shot dug out by Feliciano. Jensen goes over to the right pin for Duffy. Tip at the net, and then Agee digs it out. Maxwell back set. Goes to Logan King. She powers it down. Another long rally. The Beach prevail. It's 10-8. Long Beach State on the kill from Logan King.
And would you believe if I told you, Bruce, that's the first kill for Logan King in this second set. Maddie Maxwell has not turned to her, but now a big smile on the face of the redshirt freshman, getting her 3rd.
Irvine doing everything they can to funnel the Beach attack towards the middles. Serve dug out by Duffy here. Feliciano backset goes back to Duffy, and she puts it right at the feet of Izzy Mahaffey. Nice swing there from Kendra Duffy. It's 10-9 Beach.
Kendra Duffy, the Portland State transfer in her senior season, looking to lead Irvine past Long Beach State tonight. That time one-on-one against Sydney Hammaker. Just too much power. OTT.
Duffy was an All Big West honorable mention as she serves here. Hammaker controls. Maxwell backside goes to Logan King. She powers it right off of Duffy and into the crowd. Logan King with her 2nd kill in the last few points. It's 11-9 Long Beach State. The Beach already ahead 1-0 here in set 2.
So much power from Logan King off the arms of Kendra Duffy and at least 6 rows into the crowd. That's how much power Logan King puts behind every swing.
Anna Jelinek to serve now for Long Beach State. It's been the libero throughout her freshman season. It's low, but Duffy digs it out. Rowe attacks from the middle, gets blocked, and keeps it up herself. Feliciano backset goes over to Gronemeyer on the right side this time. Off the blockers, Jelinek with the dig. Maxwell goes to Sheffy. It's dug out, though, by Irvine. Jensen bumps that to the left side. Triplet gets blocked by the Beach. Rowe keeps it up. Feliciano goes to Triplet again. Fading away. She gets blocked, and it lands just out of bounds. The block from King and Sheffy just missed the right side line, and it doesn't look like there will be any contest from the Beach. Just missed the roof there. It's 11-10 Long Beach State.
So good from Logan King. She was on the outside trying to cut off the line shot. Got her hands to it. An incredibly close call from an incredibly tight angle. But Long Beach State does not want to stop this game. They want to keep the momentum rolling. Still up 11-10.
Jensen serves here. Agee pass to Maxwell right at the net. Back set goes to Logan King again. Off a tip. Feliciano digs it out. Jensen goes to the back row for Duffy, and she's got the kill. It caught the tape on its way across, and then Maxwell just hit it with her left arm before Agee could have the dig in the back row. We're all tied at 11 off the kill from Duffy.
Yeah, really good swing from Kendra Duffy. Now her 4th kill. She's been set more than anybody on the floor. 20 times she's been turned 2.
11 all in set 2. The senior libero Jensen puts it over. Agee pass to Maxwell right at the net. Sets up Hammaker, goes cross court and finds the line. Sydney Hammaker with a sharp angle shot from the left pin. The true freshman has the kill. Beach back ahead 12-11.
And as Irvine's blockers have forced Long Beach to look more towards the middle, Sydney Hammaker has also gone quiet here in set 2. That's just her 3rd kill on 10 swings.
Logan King spins the ball in her right hand. As she's ready to go, hits it over with her left. Duffy pass. Feliciano ranges to the back row. Sets up Gronemeyer on the right side. Off a tip. It's dug out by King. Maxwell goes to Sheffy in the middle again. And it's going to be a kill for Rianne Sheffy. Just got it through the blockers, and it lands at the feet for UC Irvine. 13-11, Beach ahead.
Yeah, Gronemeyer and Bolden combining on the double block. They both got hands to it and just floats beyond both of them inside the 10-foot line.
Logan King serves again. This time it's a high pass from Triplett. Feliciano just behind the 10-foot line. Sets her middle Bolden, but she hits it out of bounds again. Allie Bolden has not had a rhythm here. 1 kill on 8 swings. Beach on a 3-0 scoring run. It's 14-11.
That's the 4th attacking error for Allie Bolden, as now UC Irvine wants a timeout to talk things over. Irvine has been able to keep the 2nd set close at times, but Long Beach now threatens to break away, up 14-11.
Beach ahead by 3 here in set 2, trying to go up 2 sets to none. We'll be right back on 22 West Radio. The second set's been back and forth. Long Beach State hitting .455. They go on a 3-0 scoring run to send the Anteaters into a timeout.
Yeah, we've been tied 5 times, Bruce, in the second set already, and only 1 lead change. That was UC Irvine going ahead at 3-2, and then Long Beach State roaring back into the lead. It's been the middles providing all the offense. Sheffy and Thomas for the Beach. 12 kills between them, and Maddie Maxwell dishing out 21 assists to this point. This Long Beach State offense is in rhythm. It's just the unforced errors that are keeping UC Irvine close and competitive.
Long Beach State to serve out of the timeout. Logan King behind the line. Coming off an all Big West first team selection. She was also on the Big West all freshman team. Had been the leading candidate for Big West Freshman of the Year, but lost that one out narrowly. Serve goes across, pass from Trippett. Feliciano underneath. Back set goes to Gronemeyer on the right side. Blocked by Sheffy, but kept up by Duffy. Feliciano goes to Triplett on the left side this time. Roll shot dug out by Mahaffey. Maxwell dunks across, but Feliciano keeps it up. Jensen bump set, goes to Triplett on the left side. Big swing, blocked. Duffy, one arm, keeps it up, but then Jensen can't get there. It's a roof for Long Beach State. Maddie Maxwell and Rianne Sheffy shoulder to shoulder at the net. The Beach have won 4 straight points.
And that time it was Campbell Jensen forced to bump set an out-of-system ball right at the net and then chase it all the way back towards her own bench after the swing was blocked. Campbell Jensen been kept relatively off the broadcast tonight. That's because she's doing her job. 7 digs already.
King serves again, 15-11. Feliciano goes to Triplett. Power angle shot out of bounds without a touch. Irvine has lost their rhythm here midway through set 2, and the Beach taking advantage. They're on a 5-0 scoring run to make it 16-11.
Madison Triplett, 6 errors in her attack so far. That contributes to 15 errors as a team so far for UC Irvine.
UC Irvine hitting dead even. Duffy pass to Feliciano, goes to Triplett again. This time she just tips it over and Hammaker keeps it up. Back bump set from Mahaffey. Agee attacking from the back row, blocked up in the air and stays on the Irvine side. Feliciano to Triplett, roll shot. King digs it out. Maxwell goes across to the left pin. Hammaker fading away, and she's got the kill. What a move from Sydney Hammaker. The set was low and close to the pin, but Hammaker fading away with her arm. Her shoulder was up above her head as she was fading out of bounds, but manages to find the back left corner.
How in the world did Sydney Hammaker get around that ball? I was sure Maddie Maxwell had set that 2 feet out of bounds.
Unbelievable play from the freshman. King serves again. Set goes to the middle for Bolden, but King with an easy dig. Maxwell quick to the middle for Sheffy. Duffy digs it out. Feliciano goes to Duffy from the back row, and Irvine finally able to put an end to the 6-0 scoring run. Kendra Duffy is the salvation for Irvine. She's got a kill coming from the back row. It's 17-12 Beach.
Kendra Duffy continues to be route one for UC Irvine. She's been set 21 times now, 5 kills on her line, that time operating from the back row. A nice disguise from UC Irvine has Rianne Sheffy all alone, unable to get hands to it.
Izzy Romero in there again as a service specialist, the true freshman for the Anteaters. 12 serving 17. She puts it over. Jelinek pass. Maxwell goes to Sheffy in the middle. Gets blocked this time by Triplet. Kept up in the air by the Beach. Agee goes to Hammaker. Hammaker with another good attack, but Feliciano off the dig dunks it across. Maxwell back set. Sheffy slide play. Tips it over with the back of her hand. Jensen dig. Feliciano goes to Duffy from the back row, and she's got another kill. Kendra Duffy with back-to-back points on kills from the back row. Irvine now within 4.
And Allie Bolden hasn't shown up on the kill sheet so far, but she's having some nice disguise runs inside that 10-foot line to free up Kendra Duffy from the back. A really good offensive rhythm now for UC Irvine, running all over their side of the floor.
17-13. Izzy Romero served too strong this time. So the serve goes back to Long Beach State off of Irvine's second service error of the night. It's 18-13 Beach.
Really nice for Long Beach State to get that service error breaking their way. Still a 5-point lead for Long Beach State, a very similar position to set one. Name of the game now is to close out this second set as early as possible.
Sydney Hammaker to serve now. She's got an ace tonight. Jensen controls this one. Feliciano sets up Triplet at the left pin and goes off the block and out of bounds. Tools the block of Maddie Maxwell. Once again, it's a kill for Irvine. 18-14, Beach still ahead.
Long Beach and Irvine, two of the best blocking teams in the conference, combining for just 5 so far in this one through 2 sets. Long Beach leading the way 3-2. That time, Maddie Maxwell just unable to get her arms around the ball.
Madison Triplet to serve now. 14 serving 18. Triplet puts it over. Pass from Jelinek. Maxwell right at the net. Sets across for Agee, and she's got the kill. Good deception from Maddie Maxwell. Got an open swing for Elise Agee. She powers it off the Irvine defender and into the crowd. It's 19-14 Beach.
When Maddie Maxwell is on her game, you don't want to be on the other side of the net, just for the way she is able to distribute the ball so cleanly and consistently to her outside hitters. That time, Elise Agee is the benefactor to put Long Beach State up 19-14.
23 assists for Maxwell so far. Tatum Hoff back in to serve. High pass from Triplet. Set from Feliciano to Duffy on the left side. Nice dig. Parsokini moving to her right. Hoff second touch, and the Beach have to free ball. Agee puts it over. Pass from Romero. Now it's another attack from Duffy on the left side. Tip at the net, and Hoff keeps it up. Maxwell sets up Agee at the left pin. She dunks it down right into the campfire. Elise Agee has another kill. Her 5th of the night. Puts the Beach ahead 20-14.
And Maddie Maxwell can do it all. She gets hands to the swing as she goes up for the double block and is able to keep that rally alive. And then when she's called upon to get back in the setter's position, distributes on back-to-back plays for Elise Agee, who lays down the hammer. 5 kills now for Elise Agee, and Irvine needs a timeout. Long Beach just 5 points away from going up 2-0.
Second timeout of the set called by UC Irvine. Long Beach has pulled away 20-14 here in set 2. So we'll take a quick break on 22 West Radio. Set 2 here in the Pyramid. Long Beach State ahead 20-14 over UC Irvine. It's the Anteaters who called timeout and send us into a break. Rianne Sheffy with 7 kills so far for Long Beach State, and Maddie Maxwell with 24 assists midway through this second set. Maxwell operating the offense efficiently yet again for the Beach.
Yeah, Maddie Maxwell, a real contender for setter of the year. Lost out to UC Davis's Mia Starr, who also had an incredible season in her own right. But Maddie Maxwell has just put in good performance after good performance. It's her 6'2" physical frame that makes her such a threat at the net.
Tatum Hoff to serve coming out of the timeout. Triplet, a high pass. Romero has to take the bump set. Out of system attack here. Duffy through a triple block. It just caught the right arm of Maxwell and careened into the ground. It was about 50% speed swing from Duffy, but it turns into a kill. 20-15 Beach ahead.
And an audible "oh" from Tatum Hoff as that ball goes off the triple block and Hoff finds herself rooted to the spot. It's now advantage UC Irvine in the serve. Napoleon needs a big run.
Napoleon puts it over and out of bounds. A heck of a read from Laurel Barsocchini as that one just missed the back line, but Barsocchini ducks out of the way. 21-15, Long Beach State ahead, already up 1-0 and trying to make it 2.
Laurel Barsocchini's had a few of those plays tonight. First deployed this season as a service specialist, has worked her way into the lineup as a defensive specialist, showing off her vision tonight.
Maxwell serving from the right side of the line. Pass from Triplet up to Feliciano. She sets up Sydney Rowe, who finds the left side line. Sydney Rowe with a kill for UC Irvine. She hasn't been on the floor a ton tonight, but when she has been out there, has made an impact.
Yeah, UC Irvine has tried to keep Sydney Rowe on the floor as much as possible. She subs out when they need help in service. But Rowe, a firecracker when she wants to be. Another great set coming her way as well from Feliciano.
Rowe's got 4 kills on 8 swings. Feliciano serves here for Irvine. Agee first touch. Maxwell sets quick to Thomas in the middle, but it's dug out by Jensen. Feliciano back set goes over to Gronemeyer on the right side. It's roof down. Elise Agee caught most of that one. Nico Thomas also in the area. A big stuff at the net makes it 22-16.
Excellent work that time from Elise Agee. Rotates over to the pins and is able to get the solo block going her way.
Big stuff from Agee. 22-16 Beach. Agee serves here. Jensen passes up to Feliciano. Goes to Sydney Rowe in the middle, and she's got another kill. 5 kills on 9 swings for the graduate middle blocker. Went right off of Maddie Maxwell's right arm, but she couldn't pop it up in the air high enough.
Maddie Maxwell also with 5 digs on her line tonight. Just too much power on the swing from Sydney Rowe time and time again. It's Rowe making the difference in the middle.
Serve here from Duffy is out of bounds along the right side. An easy read for the Beach. Back-to-back service errors here for the Anteaters. Makes it 23-17 Long Beach State.
And a change at the middle position. Back onto the floor comes Rianne Sheffy in replacement of Nico Thomas. Sheffy still leads the way for the Beach with 7 kills.
Anna Jelinek to serve for Long Beach State. They're 2 points away from a set 2 win. Jelinek puts this one over. Jensen pass to Feliciano. Goes to Rowe again, and she slams it straight into the floor. Sydney Rowe going to be starting to get set a lot more, but once again, she'll head to the bench here as Jensen heads behind the service line. 23-18, Beach ahead by 5.
Yeah, Sydney Rowe fired up as she heads to the bench. Back in comes Allie Bolden, who has not had the best offensive night in the middle.
Jensen serves, Agee controls. Maxwell backside goes to Logan King, but a nice dig from Feliciano high in the air. Jensen bump set goes to Duffy from the back row. Roll shot is down. It's a kill for Kendra Duffy. Some serious topspin on that ball, attacking from about 5 feet behind the 10-foot line. Kendra Duffy has a big kill. It's a 4-point game, and now Long Beach State will call timeout.
Yeah, Elise Agee did everything she could in the back row. You mentioned the topspin. Agee would have been in a perfect position had Duffy not put some secret sauce on her swing. So it was Agee with the first touch. Hammaker tried to chase that out of bounds, and now UC Irvine certainly within striking distance, only down by 4. The Beach only need 2 points to close out set 2, but nearly a carbon copy of what we saw in set number 1. The Beach up big, but UC Irvine clawing their way back into it.
Natalie Regan calls timeout so the Beach can find their momentum once again. This is not the first time that these two teams have played in the Big West Championships that have only been going on this tournament since 2023. It was in the inaugural tournament that Long Beach State faced off with UC Irvine back then in 2023. Long Beach State won in 5 sets.
Yeah, that was a barn burner of a game. That was number 4 seed Long Beach State against number 5 UC Irvine. It goes to 5 sets, and in that 5th set, it's Long Beach State who prevails 15-10. Zayna Meyer, another great setter, now pining her trade at UCLA, led Long Beach State with her 13th double-double of the season, 48 assists and 14 digs. And now taking up her mantle is Maddie Maxwell. So many memorable names on the lineup that night, and it was Long Beach State looking for a run. Also to mention Elise Agee, 19 kills in that game. She's still on the floor for the Beach, still making an impact.
You know, one of the things that's been remarkable about this Beach team is how new they are. And Elise Agee's still here, but you mentioned Zayna Meyer transferred out. Maddie Maxwell stepped into the setter role this season after she was an opposite hitter last year. Made the Big West all-freshman team as an opposite, but then making that transition into setter. You didn't know exactly what to expect, but man, Maddie Maxwell has been fantastic all year. As you said earlier, JD was in tight contention for the Big West Setter of the Year award. Wound up going to UC Davis's setter, Mia Starr. We're back in play. Rianne Sheffy has the kill for Long Beach State off an assist from Maxwell. So Maddie Maxwell, as we're talking about her, up to 25 assists tonight. And now it's set point in set 2, 24-19. The Beach 1 point away from going up 2 sets to none.
And behind the line, it's Logan King.
King serves this one across quickly. Set point for the Beach. Pass goes up to Feliciano. Attack from the left side. King digs it out. Maxwell bumps it over towards Hammaker. It's blocked. Kept up in the air momentarily, but then it goes out of bounds off of Hammaker. Mahaffey tipped it up to the outside hitter who tried to keep it alive, but instead it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, this is an interesting predicament now for Long Beach State. They're up 24-20. They need to close it out. UC Irvine, knowing that it might just be too far out of their striking distance, are going to do everything they can. They really have nothing to lose. They can lay it all out on the line. Well, it's set point for Long Beach.
Izzy Romero into serve. Set point number 2 for the Beach. 24-20. Irvine serves it across. A key pass up to Maxwell. Maxwell sets over towards Hammaker. Gets blocked, but it goes out of bounds. Sydney Hammaker has the kill to round out set 2. The Beach have now won all 8 sets they've played against UC Irvine this year, and they're up 2 sets to none here in the Big West quarterfinals.
Long Beach State has won all 8 sets, Bruce, but they really need to win the 9th one to close it out against UC Irvine. It's been an improved performance down the stretch of both sets from the Anteaters, and now as we move into set 3, much as they moved into set 2, it'll be UC Irvine looking to strike that first punch. It's been Long Beach State setting the pace all night long, and it's been Maddie Maxwell providing the offense. So moving into this 3rd set, still so much to play for, and Irvine by no means out of this one.
Before we send it into the break, before set 3, we can continue the conversation about the newcomers for Long Beach State and how new much of this roster and coaching staff is. Nazare Temenaval, the associate head coach for Long Beach State, spent the previous 6 seasons on the UC Irvine bench. He was there for 6 years before moving to Long Beach State this season as the associate head coach, and it's been such a great year for Long Beach State. 12 newcomers on the roster, including 6 true freshmen, and it's been a couple of those freshmen that have been such a big players for Long Beach State this year. Sydney Hammaker made the Big West All-Freshman team. Logan King was a redshirt freshman, but made all Big West first team. And these are all names that were not part of this program, at least on the floor last year, have stepped right up into huge roles on a team that went 14-4 in the regular season.
Yeah, it's really just incredible everywhere you look around this Long Beach State lineup. The starting middle blocker pairing Nico Thomas, Rianne Sheffy, 2 players who really were unproven in the Big West. Rianne Sheffy, unproven on this team, really had to step up in her senior year. Maddie Maxwell, the converted opposite turn setter, and then, as you mentioned, the freshman. I think it was probably the first or second game of the season, Bruce, we're broadcasting here in the Pyramid, and we're realizing that Logan King, come conference play, is going to be the worst kept secret in the Big West, if not most of college volleyball, with how impressive she was to start the season and how impressive she has remained. As for Sydney Hammaker, she has so much to learn in this offense, a converted middle blocker who has played at middle blocker and the pins this season. Really, everywhere you look on this Long Beach State team are players who have stepped up for Coach Regan and are now just 1 set away from moving on to the Big West semifinals.
Logan King is the standout. She made all Big West first team as well as the Big West All-Freshman team, and she tied a Big West record, winning Freshman of the Week 7 times this season. 25-20, the final in set 2, and now we'll take a quick break before the 3rd set. Long Beach State looking to sweep UC Irvine in the Big West Championship quarterfinals. We'll be back for set 3 on 22 West Radio. Set 3 getting underway at the Walter Pyramid. The Beach trying to close out a sweep of UC Irvine. They're ahead 2-0 in the first round here of this Big West Women's Volleyball Championship. The Beach hosting at their home gym, and they've looked right at home here on the Pyramid floor. They win the first 2 sets. 25-18 was the final in set 1, and then 25-20 in set 2.
Yeah, the offense really has told the story tonight for Long Beach State. They hit 389 in that second set. Yes, UC Irvine hits an improved 209, but it's simply not enough. Maddie Maxwell is having quite the game. 26 assists, 5 digs, and really everywhere you look around the lineup, it's different athletes producing for Long Beach State. Rianne Sheffy, 8 kills. Sydney Hammaker, Elisa Gee, Nico Thomas, all knotted up at 5. And for UC Irvine, it's all about who's going to step up in a moment like this. Is it Kendra Duffy? Is it Sydney Rowe, as we saw at the end of set 2, or is it someone else?
Nicole Feliciano will serve to get the third set underway. As you said, impressive stuff, the Beach, with 4 players that have 5+ kills through 2 sets. Nico Thomas controls. Set goes right back to Thomas, and she's got the kill off a couple of tips from UC Irvine defenders diving towards that back right corner. Nico Thomas opens up set 3 with a kill.
Great work from Nico Thomas operating out of the middle, and really Irvine has had no answer for that play all night long. It's Maddie Maxwell just putting it in a dangerous area. Nico Thomas surveys her options, then lays the boom.
Anna Jelinek serves for Long Beach State. Pass from Duffy up in the air. Set goes right back to Duffy. It's blocked by Sheffy, but kept up by Irvine. Gronmeyer from the left side this time. One-arm dig from McGee. Nice work. Hammaker attacks. Gets blocked, and it's down for a roof. Duffy and Sydney Rowe right there at the net, right near the right pin. They block it into the floor. It's 1-1 in set 3.
Only the 4th block of the game for UC Irvine. Really, this has been a free-flowing attack for Long Beach State all night long. Great hands that time from Duffy above the net.
Duffy serves here. A Gee pass up right above the net. Maxwell keeps it on the Beach side, and once again, it's a net violation against Irvine. Sydney Rowe went up to try and swing on the first touch, but Maxwell with a nice job to keep it on the Beach side. And that's the second time tonight, JayDe, that we've seen Maxwell go up with a one-handed set and cause a net violation against the Anteaters.
Yeah, Maddie Maxwell shakes her head. She can't believe it. She'll take the call any day.
Logan King serves this time. Set goes to Sydney Rowe in the middle, and she's got another kill. Sydney Rowe has been the most efficient attacker for Irvine so far tonight by a very wide margin. She's got 7 kills on 12 swings. It's 2-2 in set 3.
Yeah, Sydney Rowe hitting 500 now, well above her average this season. She hit 324. That's for 5th in the Big West.
Serve across, a Gee pass, slide play. Sheffy powers it just out of bounds. Sheffy missed that right side line by just a hair. It's 3-2 Irvine.
Yeah, Rianne Sheffy doesn't miss by much, but it's that same slide play she has run so many times tonight. Having a conversation with Maddie Maxwell before this next point gets underway.
Campbell Jensen to serve for UC Irvine. She puts it across, pass in the back row from McGee. Maxwell right at the 10-foot line, sets up Hammaker on the left side. Dug out by Jensen as she sprawled to her right. Feliciano bumps that, goes over to the left side, but it's dug out by Agee. Maxwell sets it up for Logan King from the 10-foot line. She puts it off the blockers and out of bounds. Logan King has her 5th kill, make it 6 players for Long Beach State now with at least 5.
Yeah, the equally distributed offense continues to pay dividends. That time, Logan King, just one of the options Maddie Maxwell could have chosen from. Rianne Sheffy was running the slide play. Sydney Hammaker was making a run on the pins, and it's Logan King who comes away the benefactor.
It's 5 players for Long Beach State with anywhere from 12 swings to 15. Overpass here off the serve receive. Sheffy running the slide play, and UC Irvine caught a huge chunk of the net as they tried to go up to block it. Elizabeth Miller was rotating and trying to block Sheffy on the slide play. She commits a violation. Beach ahead 4-3.
Yeah, Elizabeth Miller with 2 arms that just go up straight from her hips to her shoulders. Too much room out in front of her. Easy call for the officials to make.
Sydney Hammaker serving for Long Beach State. 4 serving 3. She booms it over and in. Sydney Hammaker with topspin on the serve. Puts it right onto the back line. Sydney Hammaker has her 2nd ace of the night, and it's 5-3 Beach.
Sydney Hammaker, how about that? Right in the middle of the back row. She's been so good from behind the service line late on in this season.
2-point lead for the Beach here in set 3. Hammaker serves this one over and just out of bounds. Narrowly missed another ace as Hammaker looked pleadingly over towards the bench, and Natalie Regan's gonna challenge. Regan looked over and asked her team, was it in, and got enough of an indication that they're gonna challenge this one. Long Beach has not challenged yet in the match, so they have 2 to spare.
And I think the best man, or the best view might have been from our man over there behind the back line, Brandon Rodriguez, working socials tonight for 22 West Radio.
Let's go to the review from Brandon.
we should text him, see what he has to say, because he is right there.
The B-Rod angle.
This was an incredibly close serve, and Sydney Hammaker now looking for back-to-back aces. Hasn't had her best night swinging at the ball, just 5 kills on 16 swings. She's been frustrated by the block at times, as she has been really all season, but we know that she's capable of those explosive plays that keep her in the lineup. Officials taking a look at the serve still. It's going to be a very close call along that back line.
Sydney Hammaker began the season as one of the main attackers for Long Beach State, and she's continued to be a big player, but hasn't quite been set as often as the season has gone on. But as she's gotten less opportunities on the attack, she's become one of the strongest servers on this team, has really worked hard on developing that jump serve throughout this season, and now she's an absolute weapon from beyond the service line.
Here's the call.
It's an unsuccessful challenge for Long Beach State, so it did just miss the back line. Hammaker will stay at 2 aces on the night, and it's 5-4 Beach.
Solid work there from Sydney Hammaker. Behind the service line, doesn't get the back-to-back aces to go her way, but now her job is done. She'll sub out and make way for Laurel Barsocchini to come in for serve receive now in the back row.
Serving is UC Irvine. Izzy Romero subs back in to go behind the line. It's 4 serving 5 here in set 3 to Beach ahead 2-0, trying to close out a sweep in the first round of the Big West Championships. Romero dribbles in front of her and now is ready to go. True freshman floats it across. Barsocchini to the ground on a pass to Maxwell. Sets up a Gee. Tip from the blockers, and that'll go for a kill. Elisa Gee powered it high off the blockers, but over to the left side, out of bounds beyond the stanchion, and the defenders for UC Irvine couldn't get over there in time. Elisa Gee with another kill. She's got 6, and it's 6-4 Beach.
Talk about dangerous servers, and Sydney Hammaker now on the bench. It's Tatum Hoff who comes in now to serve in her senior year, looking to close out her Long Beach career on a high note.
Hammaker does it with power. Usually for Hoff, it's the float. Another one here, but it's controlled. Feliciano goes over to the left side, tipping across his triplet. Barsocchini can't dig it out high enough. She got there and kept it up in the air, but with the left arm, put it over out of bounds where her teammates couldn't get there. It's 6-5 Beach.
And Tatum Hoff will head back to the bench. It was really a 10-0 run that she went on against Cal Poly in this building in the first half of the conference schedule that has seen her move into a service specialist role. Now she makes way for Nico Thomas, the middle blocker, with 6 kills tonight.
Madison Triplet, the UC Santa Barbara transfer, puts it over for Irvine. Maxwell backs it into the slide play for Thomas, but it's roofed down. Kendra Duffy with a big stuff at the net. Irvine has been behind throughout the night, but Kendra Duffy's had a very strong match. She's got 2 blocks to go alongside 8 kills, which leads UC Irvine.
And that was a really impressive block, Bruce. She's all alone at the net and still so big with her wingspan. We're tied up at 6 apiece.
Duffy's a 5'11" outside hitter, just stuffed the Beach middle blocker. Barsocchini up to Maxwell. Now Thomas gets another chance and just missed the line. Tried to go cross court towards the right side that time, but Thomas missed it. It's 7-6, Irvine now ahead.
First lead for UC Irvine since they led 3-2 in that second set. Looking to capitalize that Duffy block, looking all the more important as a momentum shifting play.
3-point run for Irvine. Madison Triplet to serve again. She puts this one across. Barsocchini pass to Maxwell. She goes to Agee. Agee powers it down. Elisa Agee with a big swing there right into the middle of the floor. Nobody home for Irvine. We're back tied again, this time at 7.
Yeah, and the block just was not up in time to meet Elisa Gee, and a great disguise from Nico Thomas as well in the middle. Went up for a full jump and swing, and Maddie Maxwell puts it over her head to the pins.
Maxwell to serve now for Long Beach State. She puts this one across. Triplet, a high pass. Feliciano at the 10-foot line. Back set goes over towards Miller, who just tips it across. Maxwell back set. Logan King swinging. She gets dug out over into the net. Irvine scrambling, and it's going to be a violation against the Anteaters.
It's going to go against Nicole Feliciano, who was driving towards the net with all of her might.
Was it a double touch, or did she catch the net?
I believe they're going to call she caught the net as she went up for her bump set. Her fist rolling back towards her caught the bottom of the tape.
The dig deflected right into the middle of the net, so Feliciano was scrambling. It's 8-7 Beach. Maxwell serves again. High pass from Triplet. Second touch, out of system attack. Here's on the left side. Duffy gets roofed. The triple block for Long Beach right there. King, Thomas, and Agee shoulder to shoulder along the net, and they send the attack right into the floor. It's 9-7 Long Beach State.
We don't see the triple block pulled out too often, but when Long Beach State does go to it, it's deadly. And Elisa Gee, a little nod to her head coach, Natalie Regan, after organizing that great play. It's Long Beach State back ahead, 9-7.
Maxwell to serve again for the Beach. A 3-0 scoring run for Long Beach State. Triplet to the ground on a pass. Feliciano underneath. Goes to Duffy on the left side. Dug out by Maxwell. Mahaffey takes the bump side over to King on the right side. King swings and finds the back line. Logan King has a kill. Attacking from right in front of the right pin. Just curled it right down onto the line. And now UC Irvine looks like they're going to pull out the challenge card.
They're looking for a double touch on this challenge.
That one did look like it caught the back line, so it makes sense that it's a different challenge. The Beach were out of system, so the bump set had to come from Izzy Mahaffey over towards King on the right side. So we have another review midway through this third set. As the scoreboard currently stands, it's 10-7 Beach.
Yeah, Long Beach State with a win and a sweep today in this third set would move on to the semifinals and a meeting with Cal Poly, who they split the season series with 1 game apiece. Cal Poly and UC Irvine, the top 2 seeds in this Big West tournament, an automatic bye to the semifinals. We saw in the earlier matchup today, the 4 against the 5 seed. It was UC Santa Barbara running out dominant winners over CSUN in a sweep. Long Beach State looking to repeat the trick and get out of this quarterfinal matchup against their black and blue rivals as quick as possible. A big review, though, coming here.
Long Beach State entering tonight at 21-8 is their final record in the regular season. This is the first 20-win campaign since 2016 for Long Beach State. The challenge is unsuccessful for Irvine, so the point stays with the Beach. It's 10-7 here in set 3. So the Beach 15 points away from punching their ticket to the semifinals. It's been a great year for Natalie Regan in her second season at the helm. Surpassed 40 career victories over these 2 years with her last win. The Beach went 19-11 overall last year. Maddie Maxwell to serve for Long Beach State, 10-7. The Beach setter puts it across, triplet pass over, swinging Thomas, and she puts it right down for the kill. Caught a piece of the Irvine blocker, but then fell slowly to the ground. Nonetheless, it counts just the same. Nico Thomas with a kill. It's 11-7 Beach.
Great work from Nico Thomas. Nicole Feliciano was flashing across the top of the tape, was able to get hands to it, but it goes straight down. Another kill for Nico Thomas, her 7th.
11 serving 7. Maxwell puts it over. Another overpass to a joust at the net, and Elisa Gee wins it. Yam time for the senior for the Beach right in front of the left pin. It's 12-7 Long Beach State in set 3.
We know what Elisa Gee is going to be eating for Thanksgiving tomorrow. A few yams. Goes right into the double block with 2 hands, and it's straight down. A 6-0 run now for the Beach has them up 5.
Ironically, in their Big West interview, Gee and Maxwell both commented that sweet potatoes were their favorite Thanksgiving food. Maxwell serves again, and this one's in! They ducked out of the way in the back left corner, and it finds the line. Maddie Maxwell has her first ace of the night. The Beach on a 7-0 scoring run as UC Irvine will call timeout.
And that serve was certainly sweet, Bruce. Maddie Maxwell straight to the back line. And UC Irvine has had no answer at times for Long Beach's service. We mentioned not one of the strongest serving teams in the conference, but today they've ripped off 4 aces now in a 7-0 scoring run. This is the response Long Beach State needed to going down to UC Irvine early on in this third set, and now they're looking to close it out here in set 3. And to complete the sweep, they need just 12 more points.
13-7 here in set 3. We take a break. Long Beach looking to close it out after this timeout here on 22 West Radio. Irvine calls timeout in set 3. It's a 7-0 scoring run for Long Beach State. That's put them ahead 13-7. Maddie Maxwell still behind the line as the Beach are 12 points away from a sweep.
Yeah, Long Beach State looking to close UC Irvine season as Irvine was able to open their conference season. Long Beach State and UC Irvine in the Big West Conference opener was played at the Brent Event Center. It was Long Beach State who took that one in a 3-set sweep, and then when both teams met here in the Walter Pyramid a few weeks ago, it was Long Beach State once again pulling out a sweep, and a memorable night as well for Maddie Maxwell, who now stands behind the service line as she racked up her second triple-double in a week with the match-winning kill, her 10th of the night to go along with an impressive stat line now off the back of an ace. She'll serve again.
Maxwell has surpassed 1,000 assists on the season tonight. Here's an errant pass from Duffy, kept up in the air. They're going to have to scramble to free ball it, and Romero is able to get it across. Bersocchini pass up to Maxwell. Maxwell sets over to Agi, who tips it over, back across the net on the dig, and then Thomas sends it back over. Set to the middle. Miller tips it across. Mahaffey, Maxwell goes to Agi at the left pin.
Oh.
She slams it down, but they're going to call a lift.
No.
Agi had the open hand and palmed it before slamming it into the ground. is the call. Natalie Regan looking for an explanation. The ball didn't stay on Agee's hand very long, but still with the open palm, they're going to call it anyway. So it's a 6-0 scoring run that's broken for the Beach, or 7-0 scoring run, that is. 13-8, Long Beach State still ahead here in set 3. Serve across for Irvine. Barsocchini pass up to Maxwell. Sets over to Agee. This time it's a big swing, and this time she's got the kill. Elise Agee says to hell with those, slamming it down with the open palm. This time she goes for the full swing, puts it off the defender and into the crowd.
Yeah, Lisa Gee with a little how you like them apples of a swing. Tried to be delicate on the last one and then unloads, puts it in the exact same spot on back-to-back plays. Now she serves.
14-8 Beach. Agee puts this one across. Errant pass again. They're scrambling. It's going to be a back row attack from Triplet, dug out by Agee. Back set goes to Logan King, and she powers it right down. Long Beach State with another point. It's 15-8 here in set 3.
Lisa Gee is all about her business right now after that call went against her for the lift. A great serve, and then Logan King applies the finishing touches. Logan King now rapidly approaching another double-double on the season. Now has 8 kills and 11 digs.
8-1 scoring run for Long Beach State as they're 10 points away from a sweep over Irvine here in the first round of the Big West Championships. And now UC Irvine is going to call timeout. They're trailing by 7 as this third set has fallen apart on them.
Yeah, and Logan King really lays down the hammer as she has all season long. She's hitting .471 on the night, only trails Sydney Rowe on the opposite side of the net in terms of hitting percentage. And Logan King talked about her impressive freshman season, just pipped to the Big West Freshman of the Year award by Gabby Martinez, who we saw grace the pyramid just a few hours ago in UC Santa Barbara sweep over Northridge. But Long Beach State, Bruce, really everywhere you look, there are stories on this team around the floor of players who just continue to step up, as we've learned time and time again throughout volleyball season. It's not always about how you start, it's about how you finish.
And Long Beach State able to rely on this very deep roster all the way through. 38 kills for the Beach as a team so far tonight, and not a single player in double figures. Speaks to the ability that Maddie Maxwell has to go to anybody on any given attack and be able to have trust. And Lisa Gee is leading the way for the Beach with 9. Logan King and Rhiann Sheffy each have 8 kills. Nico Thomas has 7. Sydney Hamaker with 5. And then Maddie Maxwell with 1. So it's an evenly distributed attack. The Beach with 5 players who have 15 or more swings. The highest is Lisa Gee with 21 total attacks.
Yeah, and also the players who don't show up when they get kills. Laurel Barsocchini, Izzy Mahaffey, 5 digs apiece. Laurel Barsocchini not in the starting lineup when this season started. Izzy Mahaffey didn't train with his team until late in the spring. 2 players who have continued to make an impact defensively and don't always get their shine. It's Izzy Mahaffey on the floor right now for Long Beach State, the freshman. A very impressive campaign. It's also the unsung heroes on this team, Bruce, that time and time again step up.
The Beach have won 8 of the last 9 points. It sends Irvine into a timeout. So now with it breaking, it's 15-8. Long Beach State ahead of the Anteaters. And Lisa Gee ready to serve again. The senior and second team All Big West selection puts it over to the ground. Romero with a pass. Now goes over to Duffy on the left side. Tip at the net, and she's got the kill. Gee sprawled out to her left to try and keep it up, but instead it's going to find the floor. Gee gets up quickly and gets back into the huddle. 15-9, Beach ahead.
Good response from UC Irvine coming out of the timeout, able to get their offense in rhythm immediately and pick up a kill. Still only a 6-point deficit, still incredibly manageable for the Eaters.
Nicole Feliciano serving for the Anteaters. The junior setter floats it over. Hamaker pass up to Maxwell. Maxwell right back to Hamaker at the left side. Off a tip at the net. It goes out of bounds. Sydney Hamaker has the kill for Long Beach State. It's her 6th of the night, and the Beach are ahead by 7.
Yeah, Sydney Hamaker inching closer and closer, hitting in the positives for the first time tonight. Able to tool the block that time, and in the back row, it was Madison Triplet who just could not get up in time to keep it in play.
Only 13 attacking errors for the Beach. Jelinek serves this time. Feliciano backs it over towards Duffy, who has to just tip it across. Jelinek, Maxwell, quick to the middle for Sheffy, but it's dug out by Feliciano. Jensen, second touch. Duffy attacks from the right side, dug out by King off a tip. Maxwell goes to Sheffy again in the middle, but Feliciano digs it out above her head. Gronemeyer on the left side, tips it across. One-arm dig from Maxwell. Jelinek bumps it towards King, who had to navigate around Maxwell. Gets blocked, second chance, just out of bounds. Off the block, Sheffy powered it over on the first touch and just missed the back line. A well-played rally from the Beach, but UCI gets the point.
Chaos from Long Beach State. Maddie Maxwell had gone down to the ground on her initial touch, and Logan King had to tiptoe around her to get her swing away. Smart play as well from Rhiann Sheffy to try to send it across on the first touch. Just misses the back line. Deficit still 6 for the Eaters.
Kendra Duffy serves now. Agee passes up to Maxwell right at the net. Backside goes over to King, and she powers it down again. Logan King, when completely in system, is dang hard to stop. It's 17-10, Long Beach State ahead.
And now nobody to tiptoe around for Logan King makes her job a whole lot easier. Starts with a great pass in serve receive, and Maddie Maxwell an inch-perfect back set.
Logan King serving again, puts this one over. Duffy, a low pass, bump set from Feliciano over towards the left side for triplet, but Hammaker digs it out. Set goes to Agee in the middle, gets blocked though by Rowe, and it's down underneath the net. Sydney Rowe has a roof for Irvine. They're within 6.
Sydney Rowe picks up her second block of the game, and Elise Agee coming from the back row, decides to get fancy with it once again. Goes for the closed hand this time, light touch across the net, and Rowe makes her pay, elevating with 2 hands for safety.
Campbell Jensen serves for Irvine. The libero powers it over. Hammaker pass to Maxwell. Backside as she's moving away. Goes to King, and she missed the back right corner. Logan King just a little too strong there. 17-12, Long Beach State ahead of UC Irvine, 8 points away from a sweep.
Yeah, Long Beach State, they've been in this position now for the first 2 sets of this match. Up big, down the stretch. Just needed a few more points to close it out.
Campbell Jensen serves again. Agee passed up to Maxwell. Now it goes to Hammaker at the left pin, but it's dug out with 1 hand by Feliciano. Attack from the left side for triplet, rolled over. King passed to Maxwell. Back to Hammaker, gets blocked, and now they can't keep it up in the air. Miscommunication there from the beach. One of Elise Agee's teammates caught a piece of it right before Agee was ready to go for the pass. So now Natalie Regan will call timeout and try and keep the momentum on the beach's side.
Yeah, Natalie Regan's been really smart with the timeout so far tonight, just trying to keep UC Irvine at arm's length. So Irvine on a 3-0 scoring run right now, deficit only 4. Long Beach State has outplayed Irvine tonight by a significant margin, but the Anteaters still with a chance to come back here in this 3rd set. Long Beach State will want to put them away as early as possible.
The Beach ahead 2-0 here in set 3. They're trying to make it a sweep here on their home floor to open the Big West Championships. Long Beach State went 19-11 overall last year, 12-6 in conference play. They had a 4th place finish a season ago and wound up losing in the semifinals to Cal Poly. So Long Beach trying to get a chance at revenge. If they can win this match, they'll advance to the semis on Friday to once again play the Mustangs.
Yeah, and with Hawaii not in the tournament this year, Bruce, this is only the 3rd year that there have been Big West Championships and the 1st year that there is no Hawaii here. So there will be a new Big West champion crowned, a new team that will be heading to the NCAA Tournament Selection Sunday coming up after the final is played on Saturday. A chance for every school that's come here to Long Beach to write their name into the record books, write their name into history with the Rainbow Wahine no longer a threat. This is really the wild, wild Big West now, as Long Beach State would love a shot at revenge against Cal Poly. That matchup, if Long Beach State can close it out in a 3-set sweep, would be Friday at 6 p.m. right here in the Pyramid.
That at-large bid to the NCAA tournament, or the automatic bid, excuse me, to the NCAA tournament is what's being played for here. The winner of the Big West gets an automatic berth. Long Beach State hasn't been to the NCAA tournament since 2014. We're going to change that if they can win the tournament on their home floor this season. Irvine serves coming out of the timeout. Sheffy on the slide play, gets roof down. Madison triplet with a big stuff in front of the right pin. UCI on a run now. They've won 4 straight points, and they're only trailing by 3.
Yeah, some anxious energy around the Pyramid now as this Irvine run continues, and their blocking effort only gets stronger as time goes on. 8 blocks now for the Eaters as a team.
Jensen serves again. Hammaker pass to Maxwell. Sets back to Hammaker. Tips off the top of the blockers, but triplet keeps it up. Set goes over to Gronemeyer on the right side, and it's right over into our laps. It's a kill for Ava Gronemeyer. UC Irvine extends their lead out to 4. It's 17-15 Beach.
Yeah, that one careens off the block, and now Long Beach State starting to struggle in serve receive a bit. Off goes Logan King. In comes Maddie Collins. First look for Long Beach State tonight as they move to a 6-2 formation. It's going to be Maddie Collins as the primary setter.
Jensen serves here to Hammaker on the other side this time. Collins bump set goes to Maxwell on the left side, but it's roof down. Big stuff from Elizabeth Miller. UC Irvine has turned things around in a hurry here in set 3. The Beach lead is down to 1.
Irvine's been getting hands to the ball all night long. Now they're finally getting the ball back down onto the floor. 9 blocks now for the Eaters, a 5-0 scoring run.
Campbell Jensen serves again. The libero puts it over. Jelinek low pass. Collins sets up Sheffy in the middle, but it's dug out by Feliciano. Set over to Gronemeyer on the right side. Gets blocked, but now a whistle blows. It's a violation against Long Beach State. They caught the net as they went up for the block. So UC Irvine has won 7 straight points, and that's going to send us into another Long Beach State timeout.
Yeah, UC Irvine, we mentioned, can turn this game around in a flash, all thanks to their blocking effort, which came up huge against Cal Poly in that season finale. They frustrated the Mustangs to one of their worst hitting performances of the entire season. Mustangs hitting just around 100 in every single set in that 3-set sweep. Now tonight in the Pyramid, they've tied it up late, and now we're set up for a frantic finish, 225, as both teams now knotted at 17.
UC Irvine on a big scoring run, so we're tied now. The Anteaters not quite done yet here in set 3 as they're playing for their season. The Beach ahead 2-0.
Long Beach State just 5 blocks to UC Irvine's 9. That's the big stat to watch. And in this timeout right now, see Coach Natalie Regan leading the huddle as everybody is crowded around the benches of both teams. A much looser huddle for UC Irvine as head coach Ashley Hain in her 10th season has been in this situation before. She's been in this building before looking to lead UC Irvine to a comeback. They're both rallying their troops as Long Beach State has now broken the huddle, and 8 points for either team will really decide this third set, Bruce. All of a sudden, it's a brand new game in the pyramid.
2 timeouts in quick succession for Long Beach State. The Beach themselves went on a 7-0 scoring run earlier in this third set, but now Irvine has one of their own. So we're all tied at 17. Midway through set 3, we're in for a good finish as the Beach try to close out a sweep.
Yeah, and Long Beach will come out once again with Maddie Collins on the floor. Maddie Collins at times this season has been brought in when the Beach are struggling in serve receive to play a 6-2. It means Maddie Maxwell, who earned all Big West recognition last year at the opposite position, now moves back to opposite. Maddie Collins as the setter.
Jensen serves again. It's Hammaker passing up to Collins. Collins sets up the middle for Sheffy. It's blocked, but
just doesn't get over the tape.
No, Miller didn't catch a piece of it. You're right. So it's a 4th touch violation against the Beach as Sheffy couldn't get it across. Irvine with their 8th straight point, and they're ahead 18-17.
And off goes Sydney Hammaker. Jensen's been targeting her. Back in comes Annabelle Kotzikov, the serve receive specialist.
Campbell Jensen serves again. Kotzikov controls this one right at the net. Collins sets up Sheffy, who brings it right down. The sub from the bench for Natalie Regan works successfully. Now Logan King will come back on. Maddie Collins heads to the bench. Barsokini also subs in for Kotzikov.
Yeah, the 8-0 run is able to be escaped by Long Beach State, but it's still a tie game at 18-18. Off goes Maddie Collins now. Her job is done for now. Also off goes Annabelle Kotzikov. Back in comes Laurel Barsokini to serve, and a return to the floor as well for Logan King.
Good finish in store here in the third set. 18-18. Laurel Barsokini to serve for Long Beach State. He bounces the ball a couple of times back behind the service line. Now she's ready to go. 18-all. Barsokini serves it across. Pass from Duffy. Feliciano underneath. Back set goes to Gronemeyer. King digs it out. Sprawling to her right. Bump set from Maxwell Agee. Swinging from the left side. Dugout, but not able to get there. Jensen kept it up, but her pass went right into the net, and her teammates can't get underneath it. Long Beach State has the point on a kill from Elise Agee.
Feliciano, the setter, and Elizabeth Miller caught between two minds as who was going to take that ball was still up for debate. They wait too long, and it's advantage Long Beach State once again.
Laura Barsokini serving again, 19-18. Long Beach State ahead by 1 in set 3. Barsokini puts this one over. Pass from Triplet is over back behind. Duffy back row attack. Barsokini digs out. Slide play. Here's Rianne Sheffy. She powers it off of Jensen and into the crowd. It's a kill for Rianne Sheffy, her 10th of the night, and the Beach are ahead by 2.
Rianne Sheffy's resurgence late on in this season has been matched by her resurgence late on here in set 3. Kept relatively quiet as Long Beach looked to attack through the pins. And now she's called on once again in the biggest moments. The Beach have opened up a 2-point lead and are now just 5 points away from completing the sweep.
A 3-0 scoring run for Long Beach State has them ahead by a pair. 20 serving 18 in set 3. Laurel Barsokini ready to go again. The transfer from San Jose State puts it over. High pass from Triplet. Feliciano in the back row sets it up for Duffy. She attacks, but Mahaffey digs it out for the Beach. Maxwell goes over to Agee at the left side. It's dug out by Feliciano. High in the air. Jensen bumps it over towards Triplet on the left side. King digs it out. Maxwell tries to dunk across, gets blocked. Sheffy keeps it up. Bumps it to Agee on the left side. She rolls it over and out of bounds, but there's a tip at the net. Elise Agee has her 11th kill, and the Beach extend their scoring run to 4.
And it's the slightest of touches from Allie Bolden on the other side that gives Elise Agee that kill. Would not blame Ashley Hain for pulling out the challenge card here, but play will continue. Laurel Barsokini looks to build on this 3-point lead.
Barsokini on a scoring or a service run from behind the line. 21-18 Beach. Barsokini puts this one across again. High pass from Triplet. Feliciano sets up Gronemeyer on the right side. King with another great dig. Maxwell goes over to Agee on the left side. Power angle shot is out of bounds without a tip. Agee's shot caught just a bit of the tape on its way over there. Otherwise, it would have found that line. Attacking error makes it 21-19.
So Long Beach State, they give up an 8-0 run, respond with a 4-0 run of their own. Back and forth we've gone here in set 3. It's going to come down to the wire. Irvine has the serve. It's 19 serving 21.
And now the Pyramid fans making some noise with their feet to try and rattle the server. Izzy Romero subs in to take it. Agee pass up to Maxwell. She sets right back to Agee. Gets blocked and it lands in bounds. It's a roof for UC Irvine. Allie Bolden and Nicole Feliciano set back the attack from Agee.
Allie Bolden only 1 kill on 9 swings, 4 attacking errors, but all of her work has been done at the net now. 3 blocks for her, probably none bigger than that. Irvine within 1.
21-20. UC Irvine trailing by 1 as they go to serve. Izzy Romero puts it across. Agee, another overhead pass to Maxwell. Backside this time goes to Sheffy on the slide play, but Jensen digs it out. Feliciano runs the slide play of their own, but Barsocchini keeps it up. Maxwell goes to Agee. Power angle shot. She's got it this time. Elise Agee has the kill. Goes right off of Jensen and into the student section. Agee makes it 22-20 Beach.
Elise Agee, 12 kills and goes for all power. Great dig in the back row from Laurel Barsocchini to get the offensive set started. And a big celebration for Rianne Sheffy, who made the fake out run in the middle. Now Tatum Hoff comes in to serve with the Beach 3 points away.
22-20, Tatum Hoff to serve. She puts it across, triplet a high pass. Feliciano at the 10-foot line, sets up Duffy from the back row, and she's got the kill. Goes off of Nico Thomas and into the ground on the Beach side. UC Irvine refuses to go away. It's 22-21.
Changes now coming for Long Beach State. Back in comes Anna Jelinek for serve receive. So in the back row off this serve receive from right to left, it's Jelinek, King, Barsocchini, and Agee.
Serving is Madison Triplett, the sophomore hitter for the Anteaters. 21 serving 22 in set 3. The Beach 3 points away from a win, and this is a service error for Triplett. She can't find the right side line. Big error there for the Anteaters. The Beach now 2 points away.
That's the 7th service error of the night for UC Irvine. That one might prove to be most costly, as now Maddie Maxwell heads behind the line. She's already had a fantastic night all around the floor and a service ace to her name.
Maxwell with 38 assists tonight. Here she goes behind the service line. 23-21. Maxwell puts it over. Triplet high pass. Feliciano underneath. Back set goes to Bolden, and she powers it right down. Allie Bolden on the slide play has a kill. She came off the bench midway through this 3rd set. Delivers here. 23-22 Beach.
And that's huge for the rotation for UC Irvine. They're able to bring in their service specialist Emma Napoleon, and they're able to sub off Allie Bolden in favor of Sydney Rowe, who's already hitting 500 tonight with 7 kills.
17 aces on the season for Emma Napoleon. 22 serving 23 near the end of set 3. Napoleon puts it off the tape.
Ooh.
Thomas able to keep it up. Maxwell sets up King from the left side. This time it's blocked. Barsocchini keeps it in the air. Maxwell now dunks across. It's kept up in the air. What a pancake from Romero. We're still alive. Barsocchini to Maxwell. Dunk again.
Ow!
And it's down. The second time works. Maddie Maxwell.
No,
Are they going to call it a lift?
I think they are.
Oh my goodness. Maxwell went back to the dunk a second time in the rally. It found the floor, but they're giving the point to UC Irvine.
They're going to call it a lift on Maddie Maxwell. And now we're tied up 23 apiece.
Oh, what a critical call. It's 23-all in set 3. Maxwell gets her kill wiped off the board. Napoleon serves again. Barsocchini pass to Maxwell underneath. She sets up Logan King from the left side. She finds the line. Goes cross court. Logan King cuts it onto the floor. And now it's match point in set 3. The Beach 1 point away from moving on to the Big West semifinals.
No doubt about that one from Logan King. All power. Another crucial change here. Laurel Barsocchini off in for Annabelle Kotsakov and Elisa Gee behind the line.
Match point in set 3. The Beach ahead 24-23. Elisa Gee trying to send the Beach to the semifinals. Pass from Triplet. Feliciano underneath. Goes over to the left pin for Duffy. She's got the kill. UC Irvine is still alive, and we're going to extra volleyball here in set 3. It's 24-all.
Great serve from Elisa Gee, but a better serve received from the Eaters. Now they make changes. Off goes Izzy Romero. Back into the fray comes Ava Gronemeyer.
Nicole Feliciano to serve, 24-24 in set 3. Feliciano trying to keep the Irvine season alive. The setter puts it across. Kotsakov pass up to Maxwell. She back sets over to Logan King, who powers it down. It's match point number 2. The Pyramid fans will get back on their feet. 25-24 Beach.
Great kill from Logan King, but it all starts from a better pass from Annabelle Kotsakov, brought in for that job exactly. And now it's the second set point in set 3 and a match point for Long Beach State.
25-24, match point number 2 for Long Beach State. Anna Jelinek serves this time. It's low to the ground. They keep it up. Feliciano goes to row. It's roofed down. Rianne Sheffy puts it into the floor. Sheffy ended senior night a couple of weeks ago against Davis with a roof, and now she has another one to send Long Beach State to the semifinals.
Deja vu for Rianne Sheffy, and Long Beach State wins a thriller of a 3rd set. They dominate through the first 2, and Irvine gave it a fight till the bitter end. Long Beach State, their block comes alive when they need it most, and Rianne Sheffy applies the final brushstroke of a masterpiece of a first-round game for Long Beach State. It's Long Beach with a straight sweep over UC Irvine for the third time this season.
26-24, the final in set 3. The Beach sweep UC Irvine yet again, and now they've got a date with Cal Poly on Friday in the Big West Championship semifinals. Elisa Gee, Logan King, and Rianne Sheffy all with double-digit kills. Gee leads the way with 12. 26-24, what a third set it was. The Beach able to persevere and win it. Another sweep over Irvine sends them to the semis.
Great play from Long Beach State down the stretch. They had given up an 8-0 run to Irvine in that third set, responded with a 4-1 of their own. They go point for point until it's Rianne Sheffy applying the roof. Now Long Beach State has a date with Cal Poly and a date possibly with revenge from last season. It was Cal Poly who knocked out Long Beach State in the semifinals in 2024, and now they meet again in 2025. A fresh squad, a rejuvenated squad, a jubilant squad now celebrating at midcourt as Long Beach wins set 3, 26-24.
Rianne Sheffy put Long Beach's name onto the bracket in the semifinals on the floor now. It's 26-24 in set 3, and the Beach sweep UC Irvine. What a match this was, and the Beach able to close it out in 3. It's back-to-back sweeps here in the quarterfinals of the Big West Championships. First, UC Santa Barbara takes down CSUN, and now the Beach over UC Irvine. So we're down to the final 4 teams in the Big West. UC Davis will play against UC Santa Barbara in the early game on Friday, and then the Beach will close it out playing against Cal Poly at 6.
Yeah, and what a performance it was from Maddie Maxwell. 40 assists for the setter to go along with 7 digs. She was able to distribute 3 Beach attackers in double figures. Another double-digit kill performance for Rianne Sheffy coming off her career high. And Elisa Gee and Logan King in the third set. We mentioned them in the open. Recent award winners recognized by the Big West. They shine brightest when the pressure is on for UC Irvine. The end of their season gave it everything in that third set. They just come up short.
Maddie Maxwell with an even 40 assists for Long Beach State as they're able to win their quarterfinal matchup and get over to the semifinals. That'll do it for us here at the Pyramid. Long Beach State beats UC Irvine in 3 sets to move on to the Big West Championship semis. For JayDe Beaudry next to me and the rest of our 22 West Sports crew, I'm Bruce Kuntz. This has been Long Beach State Women's Volleyball on 22 West Radio. We wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow, and then we'll be back on the air for both semifinal matchups on Friday. Once again, those will be at 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. So hope you'll tune in for those, and thank you for listening to this one tonight.